Have you ever kissed a male?
Hello from the other side.
Are you gay? Welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so for the purpose of my viewers, I would want you to introduce yourself.
Okay. Thank you for having me here.
Alright.
Actually, my name is called Deniiperor, as you know. That is that.
Deniiperor.
Yeah.
Right. So, can we know your actual name, like your full name?
My full name is Afeku Kwabena Daniel.
Afeku
That is
Kwabena
sure.
Daniel. Okay. So Daniel, I want us to look at your background before we even go straight to the main topic. All right. Um, Tell us something small about yourself, like your family, where you grew up, your school, and all those kind of stuff.
Oh, okay. I have lived with my family. We've lived here in Kumasi. I was born in Kumasi, as I'm saying, and
Like
also
which
at
part of Kumasi
school.
were you born?
Dachu Pramso.
You were born at
Yeah,
Dachi Prams.
yeah.
Okay.
And I have school at the, let's say, the primary school, JHS. That is the junior high school
Yeah.
level, the senior high school, and the tertiary level.
So
All
where
in
did you start
Kumasi
from?
here.
Which JHS did you start from?
I went to school called Bini Educational Complex.
Okay.
Yes.
That's where you did your primary school.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
your
sure.
JHS.
Yeah, my
And which
JHS.
SHS did you attend?
And I went to TI Amadia Senior High School.
TMS.
Sure.
Oh, okay. And what
Massive.
program were you reading?
I was doing general science.
General science.
Yes.
Wow. But like for a fact, someone would think you did home economics or something.
Yeah, or fashion understand.
Yeah, those kind of. But I did general science.
Yes, I did general science.
Okay, so that's what. So let's stay there for a while. When you're in SHS, describe how you were when you're in SHS. What has changed from your primary school and your SHS? What changed? Or you still think nothing changed?
Nothing changed. I think it is increasing.
Okay,
Yes.
okay. So you did general science, like you said, and you were in a dormitory. Like
Yeah, I was in the dormitory, the boys' dormitory.
so, you were
when I
you were a
was-
border.
Yes, I was a border.
Okay, okay. So fast forward to tertiary. Which university?
That is Master Technical.
Kumasi Technical University.
Yeah.
And which program do you read?
I was doing
Are you still there,
yes.
or you are done?
Let's say I'm done, but I'll be doing a different course.
Oh, you'll be doing another program.
Sure.
Oh, okay. So the first program you did was
That was food science.
food science, and you want to do what again?
I wanted to do something
Entrepreneurship.
Sure.
Oh, okay, okay. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, I think my guest here, like you mentioned, his name is Deniiperor. I'm a big fan of him. I've been watching his videos on TikTok, and I think
Thank you so much.
some of you who watch my status, you know, I'm mostly posting on my stats, and I promised my stats viewers that I was going to put him on this podcast. So, I'm actually glad I have you here.
Thank you so much.
So, when you go on TikTok and you search Deniiperor, I'm going to put some of his videos in this particular video. You see, he creates some form of content for himself, a lot of content, very, very good content. And when you go to his comment section, there are a lot of questions that people actually ask. And as the intervener between the comment section and himself, I'm going to ask all these questions so that I can get answers to them. All right. Daniel, take me back. When did you realize you can when did you realize when did you realize you have this feminine feature where you can act as a female? I want to use the word act for the purpose of other words. When did you realize you had this feminine feature of yours?
I realized it when I was at the senior high school level.
Senior high school.
Yes.
Okay, so from JHS primary you were like any normal boy.
No, I was feminine, but I thought that maybe there would be a change. Yes, I thought that maybe there would be a change. So maybe because at the junior high school level you don't know anything happening, you're just walking around and people be telling you why do you act like a lady and like parents are like it's going to change. That is how it is. But I realized it that I realized I was feminine when I was the senior high school level. Then I realized that I'm feminine, and that
Okay,
is
so
how it's
so
going to
in
be.
JHS you were acting like a female,
Sure,
and
it's
people were
yes.
like, I don't know your home,
Sure, yeah,
but you knew
yeah.
nothing. That time you knew
Yes,
nothing,
yes, that is yeah.
and your parents were saying you were going to change,
Yes,
but you actually
yes,
realized it in SHS. So
yes.
take me through SHS. When you realized it, what were some of the first things you were doing? How did you realize it? And when you realized, what are in the beginning, what are some of the things you were doing to show that you're actually feminine?
It was like a lot of the girls were like, you behave more feminine than us, you look more feminine than us, even y'all ladies don't behave like how you do. So I realized that. Then I think, yeah, what they're saying is true.
True.
And that guys were like, what why are you doing like a female? And I began to sit on myself and like think of everything that they've been telling me, and I realized that I think this is how it is. So I have to put a step to it and make sure that I embrace it. Yes.
Okay, so when you realized you were feminine, even though you are a male, why
Yeah.
did you decide to embrace it instead of to work on it, probably be the male?
We've worked on it a lot. My siblings have helped me to work on that.
What
They've
were some
been
of the things they were doing?
they. I think my sister was having a friend who was a soldier, and like he wanted him to train me up, and he wanted me him to train me to become a male, a boy, and it was kind of funny because they didn't like how I behaved. My parents, actually, my mother was okay with that, but my siblings were like, no, you can't do like this. Anytime I see you, people be talking about you and a whole lot of that. So she was having a friend, and she let his friend, who was a soldier, um,
Train
trying to let me be as a male.
but it
But
didn't work.
no, nothing works.
All
Even
right.
at the end, he was at the end, like he was trying to approach me in relationships, that and all this
Hey,
stuff. Yeah,
was
and
he a
it was
male? Was he a male?
yeah, he was a soldier, and at the end of the day, he training me up. It wasn't
It
working,
even
and
worsened it.
yes, and like he wanted to take advantage of me, and everything ended. So
Okay, so just as you mentioned, you were in the boys' dormitory and
yeah,
you realized you were feminine. How were you coping? And
it
how were they
was
treating you?
it was very hard, but I put in my mind that I'm in school, so I have to do everything. I have to do everything as a student. Um, I should not bother of what people say. I shouldn't give a fuck to what people talk about. Yes, I realize it at the SHS, so I put in my mind that no matter what they say, that is how it is. So there is nothing that can be changed about. So I have to go on and live my life. Where the boys were stressing me, the boys were like, change, we will change you, we will beat you up. A lot of things were happening. Even I wanted to become a day student. I'll still be in the school. So the thing is that I have to make my mind that I'm a student. I came to learn, not to be in what they're talking about. So,
Okay, and what were the comments from the teachers and the school administrators?
oh, it's so sad. Some teachers call you names and a whole lot.
Teachers were
Comment,
calling you names.
yeah,
And do
a
you think
lot.
it had any effect on your academics?
Um, yes, something like that because um, maybe you'll be in the class and maybe a teacher will point his finger on you like answer this question, like you might feel like you standing up will raise all of the class
Uh,
eyes for them to be talking about you like,
okay,
hey,
okay.
they'll be calling like
Did
so
you have any? Okay,
you always feel like not you always feel like anytime the teacher comes in the class he should not
he
call
should
you.
not call you
Yeah, he
because
should.
after he has called you, a lot of attention will be drawn to
Yes, and when you get it wrong too, they'll be
the
calling you
best
names
cry.
and yes, a lot was happening in the school.
Okay, so was it a point that you actually reported that to any authority in the school?
Oh, I didn't report
How are you coping?
anything.
What were your coping mechanisms? What were you trying to do to prevent all of that?
Well, I've been working with the ladies, so I think I was okay.
The
With
ladies were encouraging
yes,
you.
sure. I always like they always speak for me, and so I think that was the motivation that I had. Yes, they always speak with me. They always be with me when we're going to prep and everything. So they make sure that everything I do, they are with me. But unless we depart from class and go to dormitory, yes.
Okay.
But
So that was SHS.
yeah,
Let's look at university. I think you've gone through all of these things in the
yeah,
SHS.
yeah, sure.
Let's come to university. When you came to the university, what was the reception? How did people embrace your personality?
Actually, at the university too, I made up my mind that it is what it is. So whatever they're saying is none of my business. Well,
Okay.
they will talk bad at you, but you won't hear it. That is what I was
I
going.
once heard that there was a hall in your school. You're going to perform on stage, and some the boys laid their
Yeah,
hands on you.
sure.
What happened?
They embarrassed
What
me.
happened?
I don't know. Actually, as you can see me, I was dressed up and
Describe how you were dressed that night.
oh, it was something fashion that I made. I put on little makeup. I put on a little thing. But I think that the guys, they plan it.
They
They
planned that they
plan
were going to
sure
beat
they
you up.
plan to do that because actually before the program, I made an advert. I did some
Oh,
adverts
okay,
about
okay.
how I'll be performing for people to buy tickets for the program and all those stuff. So the ladies were kind of happy to see me performing to sing my kind of song there
Oh,
for them,
okay.
sure. So actually, a lot of people on campus saw it. So I think those guys who are like let's say um progress decreasing or something they don't help and yeah
Progress
so
decrease.
sure they plan it that they're going to do something bad for me, so they're going to cause a bad moment for me, and that
And
was
did they
that.
cause a bad moment?
Yes, because at the end of the day I didn't perform. At the end of the day, the people who buy ticket because of how I'm going to
You
perform, they
you
were
couldn't
calling
see you.
me, yes, and they'll be asking me
What they
questions.
actually do to you?
Actually, when I entered at their hall, the guys were there and they started calling me names. Why you gay? Why you this? Why you
Oh,
girl?
so they were just
The,
using their, but they didn't use their hand.
some guys were trying to. Actually, I was having a heel, so I used it on the
One of the
guy's head.
guys. Okay.
Yes, because they were pissing me off, and people were trying to stop them, but they were still doing it. But nobody heard me though. But it was a kind of embarrassing.
Embarrassment to you.
Sure, yeah,
Okay, and you couldn't perform on that night.
yeah. I
What are you
didn't
going to
perform.
do that night? What are you going to do?
I was going to sing.
You're going to sing.
Yeah.
Do you really? Yes, I've been watching your videos. You really sing. Let me put you on the spot. Kindly sing one of your favorite songs to my viewers so they can know how well you sing.
Or I sing. What song do you want me
Oh,
to
any song that you
Actually,
want.
I mostly like the pop music like Adele, Beyonce,
Beyonce and
and
Rihanna.
yeah,
Okay,
I
so
really
choose
like.
any of them and let's go. So, ladies and gentlemen, Deniiperor for you.
Okay, fine. Then I think I'm going to choose Adele. Hello,
Hello,
one of my
let's go.
favorite.
Okay, yeah, I've heard that.
My church. Oh my god.
Hello, bro.
So okay, I should sing only the
Oh, sing the
chorus.
chorus, yes.
Fine. Holler from the other side. I must have called 1,000 times to tell you I'm sorry for everything that I've done. When I call you, never seems to be home.
Wow.
Holler from the outside. At least I can say that I've tried to tell you I'm sorry for breaking your heart. That it don't matter, Ali doesn't tear you apart. I need
Anymore.
more.
Wow, 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 wow. So you were going to perform on that night, and
Yeah,
that happened. So
yeah,
you stopped you from
sure,
performing.
yeah.
From there, did you think of going to perform any other day?
Yeah, I not there. I have a lot of people. I have some few people who want to call me for shows to come and sing some songs there, but it looks like security is not tight and all those stuff. So I feel like not going.
Okay, before you
Yeah.
go to the other part of it, now let me ask this: when you are in school, and let's say the university, and people try to do that, and you realize there's no security and all, what is your coping mechanism? I want to know what do you do to say that regardless, there'll be a baby and family home
I mostly put yeah, what do we call it? The
headsets,
headsets, like the
the AirPods
AirPod.
on. Okay,
Yeah. So that means that I'm not giving a fuck. I'm not giving a fuck. Sure. So
okay,
everything you say about me, I don't hear it.
all right. So now
Sure.
let's go to the society. All right. Now we are in a country where we've not accepted this yet, whereby
What?
we've not accepted the fact that like we are not yet we've not yet let me make it well, let me say it very well, we've not understood, or the word is accept the fact that
Okay.
someone can be male and also act female. Maybe it can be
Sure.
biological, it can be any other reason that comes with it. We've not actually accepted that, because if we had, I'm not sure people would threaten you and all of that. So we are like in
Okay.
a society where it's not actually accepted like that. Let's start from your family. When your family realized from the beginning you were acting like a female, how were they treating you? Did your treatment become special? Did they see you to be a special child, or they thought it's normal?
Yeah, they thought it's normal. They saw it when I was
Young.
young, so they thought it's normal. Yeah.
Okay, so there are some people who are also like you, who come up to say they started this by getting abused by friends and family or people before they were you abused
No,
before?
I was not
Yours was just
abused.
natural.
Yes.
It started right from the
Sure.
okay.
Yeah.
So your family knew it was okay. I had this information about you that your mother is a pastor, is a woman pastor.
Where did you get that?
Oh, come on, I'm going to have an interview with you, so of course I've done my checks.
Oh,
I learned your mother is a woman pastor.
yeah, my mother is a very great woman pastor.
Okay,
She
so how does she embrace it now? How does she see that as a pastor who speaks to your congregation, probably tries to teach them biblical
yeah.
stuff, probably, and advise them? What do they think about you? Like, how does your mother take this from you?
My mom is a cool mother. She's a very great mother, supportive and a very kind woman with a good heart.
If
Yeah.
you say supportive, what does it mean?
Supportive, like especially in financial, like you want to pay your fees, like there will be a lot of, yeah, that is where I want to bring it. She's very supportive. My mom
Okay,
is
so now let me make the question
you
clear.
wanted to
Let me make it clear for you so I can answer that. Of course, every mother would want to pay their son's school fees,
yeah,
but like,
she
can you call your mother and say, "Mom, I want to fix my nails. How much did you fix these nails?"
is
Show it to the camera so people can see. Yes, I think he's having a very
Adele's.
long nail. How much
That
did you
is
fix that?
Cardi B.
How much did you fix that?
I think I have a lady friend who is a makeup artist. So
He
he
has
helped
been
me.
fixing that for you.
Yeah, but
But
it costs 100
100
cities.
cities and up. Okay,
Yeah.
so now can you call your mom one day and be like, "Mom, I want to fix my nails. I need money," and she will send that. Have you ever done
No,
that?
that is on my own.
But have you ever done that?
No, I
If you are
haven't.
supposed to do, what do you think your mom would do? Will she send you the money?
No, she won't.
So is that trying to say your mother is not happy with this? What do you think?
My mother is not happy with it because he hasn't seen a meal with
Nails.
nails.
Okay, so aside the nails, she would have been okay with any other thing. Like she
Like
has
what?
accepted that it's not your fault. You were born naturally with that,
Sure,
but
yeah.
just that the nails is like
Yes.
okay.
So aside the nails and the makeup and the dresses, the lashes, and I think she'll be okay.
Okay, so now we keep saying your mother. What was your father?
My father, my
Why?
father, he won't. He
Why? Denny. Okay, so now that's the family. What of the other people in the family? I think your mom. What of your siblings? How do they feel now?
Oh, now they feel like that is that.
Is
Is that what it
did
is?
they
And nothing can
did they
change
try
it.
to stay away from you, or they are still
No,
close to you?
yeah, they are still close. They just always be like, take care.
Sean,
Do
here,
yeah, that is all that they tell me.
but
Now they see that
it's not
everything
your fault. It has
sure,
happened.
yeah.
Okay, now let's move to the most important part. The society. The society is,
Society.
you know, you keep saying you don't give a fuck, don't give a fuck.
Sure,
But
yeah.
have you thought of the fact that probably from JHS, primary JHS university, at the end of the day, you might try to find a job or something? Have you
I
ever thought?
want to be my own
You want
boss.
to be, but at the end of the day, when you're your own boss, you want to employ.
Like
You want
how?
to employ people to work for you.
If you don't, if you won't come, that is your own problem. That is my job. I have built it my own. Even I think they'll like to join.
Okay.
Sure.
So now, what do you think the a society where we've not actually understood this particular culture of yours? What do you think is the perception of the society? What do you think is their perception? Why do you think people try to harass you, to attack you? What's their reason of doing that? What do you think?
Because they feel we are not accepted.
When you say we, who are the we you are talking about?
We have a lot of people who act like me.
Okay, get it. I get it. I get it. Yeah,
Sure. So I'm trying to let them be in.
yeah, I get it. Yes.
Yeah. So they feel like we are not accepted and this is not done in here. They see it as a crime. They see it as something weird or should
Yes,
I
I
put
get it.
that?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, they see it so simple for the Christianity part.
Okay.
So anytime they see such things like that, they will try to
Make you
um
feel so bad.
yes,
Okay.
they'll try to embarrass, they'll try to harass, they'll try to blackmail.
They blackmail.
Yes, they blackmail a lot of people
Have you
who
ever been
are
blackmailed?
oh my god.
Why? Have you been
I
blackmailed?
think it's part of the game.
The
You at the end of the day
game. The
at the,
game.
at the end of the day you will get some people who are trying to blackmail you with their love stuff, but if you
Okay.
get there, they're going to beat
All
you up.
right. All right. So I'll come back to that. So that's what you think the society thinks. What do you think is the truth actually? What do you think? Do you think the society is supposed to accept people of your caliber?
The society are not supposed they are not let me put it in the way. The society are not supposed to be thinking of how people live.
Okay.
That shouldn't be
Their
their
problem.
business and
Okay.
problem.
I get it.
Yes, they should focus on themselves.
Okay. I get it. I get. So you, for you, the society is supposed to focus on themselves and
Yeah.
leave others to live
Yes,
however they
yeah.
want
Any
to live.
kind of life people want to live. That is none of their business.
It's true. That for that particular one, I side with you because I believe if I wake up one day and I want to eat yam with
Okay,
soup,
yeah, sure.
nobody stops me.
Yeah, at
So
the
I
end of
think
the
we all
day.
own our lives. So for
Yes,
that one,
yeah.
that's true, and you don't need to be attacked and all.
Sure.
Let me ask this particular question, okay? But before that, let's go to TikTok. Sometimes I go to a comment section. The comment section, people will be like, I want to, they want to slap you.
They want to beat
They want to
me.
beat you. There's some people say, if you like, come to Nigeria. Have you been seeing those kind of comments?
Yaba left and all
Yes.
those kind of.
How do you take those comments?
I think some people are mostly for cruises. People will come to my DM and like the Charlie, this is for cruises, don't mind me.
Oh, okay. So
Sure.
they insult in your DM and your
Yes.
comment section come back to apologize.
Like yeah, people
Oh.
want attention too.
Oh, okay.
Yes,
So
that is that.
So you don't really care about
I
those.
don't care. I feel like it's just TikTok and everybody's just picking their phones. When
Oh,
they see
yes,
people
because when I go to your
acting-
comment section, one thing I realized was we were not responding to. It's just the previous one.
I even don't go into my inbox. People will just do a screenshot and they will send it to me on WhatsApp. Like, look at what, and I was like, oh no, please let me think.
So
Let
you
me
don't
find-
even read them.
Yes.
I see. I see. Then you're now to my major question. You know, I can't just sit here and ask questions without having any form of information. All right.
Okay, fine.
And for this particular question, it's just a yes or a no. All right.
Okay.
Then probably if you want to extend an explanation, that will be fine. I don't know if it's right to ask, but let me just go ahead and ask. Are you gay?
I want
you
to
gay?
get money.
What did you say?
I want to get money.
You want to get money?
Yeah.
You didn't answer the question. I said it's a yes or a no. Then probably can come to that. Are you gay?
Yeah, okay, I'm trans.
You are trans. What's
Yes.
trans?
Trans is like, let's say, for you, you know that you are a female.
Okay. For you, you believe you're a
Yes,
female, but just
yes,
that you were
but you,
born male.
yeah, with male
Oh,
skin.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. So the answer to are you gay is yes. Like probably you're a beginner gay. Let's say that. Are you saying
We
what's
are beginning
so what are
game.
you saying?
Okay, fine. Let's take it like
Let's
that.
take it like that. Okay.
Sure.
I once heard or I had this information that one of the halls in your school, someone caught you or someone found you kissing a male, another male. Someone mentioned that he or she saw you kiss a male. Have you ever kissed a male?
When
I don't believe things are here till I get them from the actual person. That's why I don't want to be judgmental. I wouldn't want to say, Daniel, you've kissed the male.
I think maybe that was a greeting, or where was that?
It's something I heard from someone that I'm asking. So my question is, have you ever kissed a male? That's the question.
It's a normal thing.
Why are you dodging the question?
Yes.
Yes, you have. Have you
Yeah.
ever had sexual intercourse with a male?
No, I want money.
No, you want money. Okay. How does it feel? How does it feel when okay, guys of your caliber, all right, guys of your caliber, you realize that you always roll with the prettiest girls. How does it
Yeah,
work? How does it
because they
work?
want to feel us.
They want
You
to
know,
feel you.
yes, the ladies want to feel us because we giving a vibe
So
every
how does it
time.
feel? As I'm sitting here, when I see a pretty lady, I get attracted to the person. In your case, you are not attracted to females. Would you say that?
Okay. I think
Are you attracted to females?
we all feel.
Okay, so you see yourself. Okay, I get it. I get it. So you are
Yes,
all females. So why would you be attracted to? So it's
sure.
like you'll be a lesbian, a male lesbian.
Okay, that is
Yeah,
that.
right. Oh, okay. I get it. I get it. Now, have you ever been in a relationship with a female? Let me start from there. Have you ever been in a relationship with a female?
Yes, I've been in a relationship that was, I think, GHS. That was young stars, and yeah, you
So have
think.
you ever had sex with a female? Speak to the camera. Yes, you
Yes,
have. And
you're
have you
sure.
ever had sex with a male?
No,
Then you look in the camera and tell them,
no.
no, you haven't. But I asked if you were gay, and you said,
Not
yes, your
every
man.
gay have sex. As we have straight people who are virgin, we have gay people
Okay.
who virgin too.
Oh,
So
okay,
not
okay.
every gay
Oh,
who
okay. So
has
you're a
sex.
virgin gay. Oh, okay,
Yes,
okay,
but I
okay,
know
okay.
the street.
You know the street. What's on
Yes,
the street?
I know what is happening
What's
around our
happening? So tell
community.
me something.
I want to let you
Okay,
fake
thank you. Thank
me.
you for bringing that up. I think you guys have a community, right? I think trans, they have a community. Even
Yeah,
lesbians have a
yeah,
community.
sure.
So do you belong to any of the communities? Or is it that like there's a place where you go and register as trans?
We
So
no, we just friends. Anytime a gay sees
another gay.
yeah, we become friends. We become one, and we will exchange numbers, and we will be talking. We'll be moving around, and yeah,
Oh,
that is how
okay.
it
And
is.
do they support like financially?
Yeah, most of the people really, especially those who are, yeah, most of them really
They
support,
will
yeah,
support. Okay.
financially.
And there's also one thing I heard that your community sometimes also want to drive other people into them. So let's say I'm not gay, you are gay, then you want to initiate me into.
No,
Do you do that?
no people like them, but they don't want to say it. They were gay already.
Okay. There are several people that are well known who are also trans or gay that we know. There are several people that I wouldn't want to mention names. And it got to a time even recently there's one renowned trans or gay who recently died out of kidney problems as at like out of having sex with males and
Is
all.
it? Are you sure? I
I
don't
don't want to
think.
mention the
I
person's
know.
name.
I think I remember.
You know that person?
Yeah, they call him Akwesi Kardashian or
Yes, that
something.
guy. Yeah.
No, I don't feel like that is that. People always I realize that I always realize that when something happens, that is when they're going to take what the person do
Uh,
for them to use it
link.
as a
Okay, okay,
topic.
okay,
And
okay.
I don't think that is that, because we have a lot of people who've been into that for 30 years and they're still living.
Okay.
Yes, it's just that maybe he was sick and he was having the disease or the problem already, and his sexuality was also there.
Do you think your sexuality matters in the society you are in? Do you think your sexuality matters?
Like how?
You are born male, you find yourself to be female, you identify yourself as a female. You meet someone, or let's say if you are filling out a form online and gets to the gender section, what are you going to choose? You have
I
if
would like
uh-huh.
to. I would like to choose the female because I am, but they will still change it.
Okay, so like when you're applying for school in your tertiary school and your gender male female, you would select female.
Yeah, I would like to.
Okay. Now let's look at your outfit. Today I think you came here with a very nice, should I say nice? It's kind of good. There was a video that you posted that you were wearing a
I
heel.
no, I didn't post that.
It wasn't this particular heel, but there was one heel. You were walking around behind your school. And I think that video is on TikTok. It's really trended.
Oh, really?
When you are in school, I work in the school that you attend. So I hear comments from people. And sometimes I'm like, how do you feel when you hear some this kind of stuff? Because I know anytime when you pass, there's attention on you.
Yes,
How do
every
you cope with
time
that?
catching
How do you
attention.
really cope with that?
It's just that you have to embrace it. You have to know that it is what it is. No matter how people talk about you, you yourself, you have to be yourself. Make sure that you do what makes you happy. You forget the rest, because actually, no matter what they will talk about, it is not changing. Some people will try to be like kind of preaching to you and trying to make you feel like you're doing something weird, then you must put a stop to it.
Don't you think you are doing something weird?
I don't feel like that.
Don't feel like that.
No.
So can you tell me that before that, have you felt so bad before? Have you
Yeah.
regretted being this?
No, on what?
Like, have you ever looked at yourself and be like, I regret being this?
Like,
Like, you wish you were just a normal male walking about. Have you
that
ever wished
was
for that?
then. That was then that I was regretting, crying, regretting, crying, regretting, crying, and asking myself, like, how did I become like this? You have a lot of people who are more masculine. You have a lot of people who are feminine, full feminine. But why do I
Also,
like?
who baby I'll share.
Yes, it looks like I'm here. I'm here. I don't know where I am, but growing up, I realized that we have people like that, and I have to embrace myself too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever thought of going for a surgery to remove your male
That
parts?
is what I say. I want money.
So if you get money to that point, you would
Sure,
want
it's
to.
gonna be possible.
Okay. Okay, now let's come to Ghana. Recently, there was a bill in the parliament where they were trying to come up with a law to restrict people from doing what this kind of stuff you are talking about here. Did you hear of it? It was actually
Yes.
started by some judge.
Sam George is a kind of I don't know how to describe this man, but he has been talking about the gay topic, the lesbian, the LGBTQ, whatever. He has been doing that, but I think maybe he don't have any topic to talk about.
He constantly mentions that is the Ghana Family Values Bill, and the main objective of it is that people of your caliber, you go into these communities and you want to initiate young people into that. You see,
No,
from what you are saying,
no,
let,
it,
let
it
me
doesn't happen
let me
like
let me
that.
talk from what you are saying. You see, growing up when you were young and you realize you are like this, you started crying and feeling why are you like this and all.
Yeah,
But you
sure.
got to understand that there are people of your caliber and now you've embraced it.
Yeah.
So let's imagine there were people not like that. You would have probably stopped in the middle because there were not people like that. So that's what he's trying to say. That he doesn't want a situation whereby our kids will come up and realize there are people of a caliber and we want to be like that. Do you understand? And he also made an
But it
allegation.
was there already.
They're already asking.
Like me, for me, people like me those kind of behavior was there already before I came to see it.
And that's what he wants to
So
put an
he
end to.
no, where was
Was
he
he okay? So you're
when
trying to say in
when
that okay in the beginning where was he? I
yes,
didn't see nothing now.
so he was even not existing. So that was there already. He was
Hey, I
not
did.
existing, and that was there already. So he cannot put stop to how things supposed to be, how nature or what he wants to call there.
So would you say this is a plan, the plan of God, or this is the
It's
what
part of the creation.
is part of creation?
Yeah.
Okay. So what will happen if the bill is passed? How would you feel if the bill is passed? Do you think the bill will put a threat to your lives? You
Yes, because still it is putting threats. Even still it is not passed, it's still threatening. A lot of people will like sometimes you will dress up like this, you can't go into passenger car because somebody.
is that why you came with boats? Is that
Yeah, I mostly go on boats.
then it means looking like this is comes a lot of money.
Just you have to make sure that you
Where do you
take.
get your money from?
Oh, I have friends who help me out.
When you say friends, which friends?
Like
Because I also
friends.
have friends who will not give me money to do this. So
Oh, I
which kind
have
of friends are you
friends.
talking about?
I have friends. Yes, like my friends who likes me in my behavior.
I constantly today I watched a video of your on your TikTok and they were calling you Ghana Bobrisky. And you were so happy you
No,
were
Aye. Ghana Bobrisky. Go girl. Go girl. Go girl. Okay. 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 Trusty girl. That's Deniiperor. Adi.
hours.
you were
Hours.
catwalking. Do you see yourself to be Ghana Bobrisky?
I'm not Ghana Bobrisky, but I'm myself. I am myself. I am me.
But would you want to get to that
Yeah,
extent?
she is there, so I want to be like that.
Would you want to be called a she or a he?
A she.
Okay, so I can call you a she. What happens if I call you a he?
That is your own problem. But for me, I
Wow. I think at this point, I would want you to send your comments in the comment section. Any question you want me to ask him, probably I'll find him here one other time, then ask all these questions. I plan a lot of questions, but seeing him, I feel it to cracked once. Daniel,
yeah.
let's go back to your mother. Because when I heard your mother was a pastor, I was like,
Okay.
nah, this woman wouldn't feel so happy seeing
Yeah, it's
her
true.
son to be this.
Yeah.
Because she leads a congregation.
Yes.
What does the church members say? Do you go to her church?
A church.
Yeah, do you attend her church?
No.
You don't go to her church. Do your other family members, like your siblings, attend her church? Do they all go to her church?
Yes.
But only you don't go to the. Why don't you? Do you attend church at all?
I was, but now I'm in the house.
Why?
It feels a kind of limiting when we go to church. Well, we are doing the same things, but they feel like
Do you see
us.
this to be a sin?
For them,
Do you see this to be a
no,
sin?
I don't see that.
Do you think a male sleeping with a male is a sin? Do you feel it's a sin? Be honest.
Actually, I have been searching. I have been going through searching about us, searching about the topic of gay and how it started, and I feel like it's not a sin. It's not. It's not a sin.
You don't feel it's a sin for a male to have
Yes.
sexual intercourse with a
Yeah.
male.
Yeah.
What of female to female? I'm not sure you also feel the same.
Yes.
Okay. So now, since you don't go to your mother's church, what do you think her church members talk say about her?
They have been always calling her. Look at how your
Was
son
back
is
here?
behaving. He's on TikTok. I saw him today. He's dressed, putting on nails. Like how?
What does she say?
And like no, my mother is don't. It's not a pressure mother.
She doesn't pressure you.
Yeah, that was why I was saying she's very kind. She's like she will come to you like he will mention my she will mention my name. Daniel, why have you put hey my son? Oh stop! You're going too far. I'm like, oh mom, that is how it is. It's lifestyles. You can't you see I'm a fashionist.
Do you think your mother is sad about you? Be honest. Do you think she feels she's not really happy with you?
She's happy with me, but in some ways, Like maybe when I try to make it more feminine in putting on the nails and the
Why do you put
lashes,
on nails?
because I have to wrap her. I have to
Okay,
make
be
it.
full feminine.
Yeah.
Okay, so why is it that you mentioned that these things come with cost? We know you are feminine. Naturally, you are feminine. Let me be straight with you. I think our problem is not you being female. That's not the
Okay.
problem. But the problem is like you were saying, you're going too far. We know naturally you are feminine. But what person did we get more? I don't know. It makes
Yes.
us think like,
You have to, if you are feminine, you have to be feminine. Or is that not
so when
that
you go to the makeup studio and you say you want to do makeups and there's a woman, what do they say?
nothing?
Or you go to your friend,
She's my makeup artist.
so
She's
you have a
here.
personal makeup artist. So
Yeah.
what if she's not around? You want to do it somewhere?
The other one is there.
Have you
I,
gone
even
to
I
a,
have a lot of people who does
and they are
makeup.
okay?
Yes. We are so free in everything.
Do you know her educator? Would
Yes,
you
I
say
know.
she's your role model?
She's not my role
Who is your
model,
role model?
but my role model is the Kardashians.
Are they trans?
They are not trans, but I like their lifestyles, how they
Okay.
live, how they build themselves, how they are rich, how they are. I like how they live. Sure.
So if let's say someone is watching us and the person is also in your situation, what would you want to tell the person? Would you want the person to be him or herself?
Yes, be
Speak to the
yourself.
person, huh?
Just be yourself, man, or whoever. Just be yourself, because no matter who you are, you have to embrace yourself. You have to know that that is how it is, and nothing can change about. So don't let what people talks about you gets to you. Don't let it bothers you. You have to embrace it and live your life. So far as it's making you happy, you have to go on with that.
Oh, okay.
Sure.
It was nice having you, Daniel. I
Yeah,
think there are
thank
several
you.
questions I
Keep
wish to ask.
progressing.
You know, I don't know what to say. For me, I stand with the fact that we should let people to do whatever they want to do. All right.
Okay.
The fact that I'm male and I'm being male, no one has chased me out of it. Someone is female, so whatever the person wants to do with their lives, you should just allow them to do it. The fact that it doesn't go against the laws. My problem is, what if it becomes a law that you can't act like this? What are you going to do?
No, they cannot. They cannot do
The
that.
bill is in parliament.
You cannot. You cannot tell somebody to live like not you like this is for that. This is by birth.
How would you know it's by birth?
Yes, because still when I was young, I was
So
still
okay,
behaving like
in
that.
your case, you can accept that it was by birth. But do you
Yes.
think there are people that started this not from birth?
Yeah, we have people like that.
So in those cases, do you think we should allow them to also do that?
I think for them maybe they like the lifestyle.
Daniel, do you think this kind of um, attitude, or however we should call it, do you think it's a threat to society?
It's never a threat.
For me, sitting here, I feel it's a threat in a way because I wouldn't want my son to come up looking like this.
So really.
Because you were born cheap, but now you've made it expensive to live. Like, can I say now your standard of living is very, very expensive? Because as I'm here, I can just get up and go and pick my commercial vehicle and go wherever I want to go. But before you can move out, you have to do makeups, you have to find nails, you have to find your nice heels, your short. Like, you have to put on these kind of expensive stuff before you can even go out. Meanwhile, you were born to live as cheap as I'm living. How much do you think you've spent your entire life looking like this? Can you give me a specific estimation? Like, if you were not like this, how much do you think you'd have saved if you were supposed to save that money?
You will still spend because you have a lot of guys who still spend.
So let's say you particularly, if you're not doing this, you're not doing makeup, eyelashes like you're wearing now, how much do you think you would have, or how much do you think you spent on this actually? Your entire life on. Do you think a time will come that we are going to see a change Daniel who is not like this, or is going to be forever?
Yeah, it's going to be forever.
Do you regret seeing yourself like this? How you are right now? Do you regret?
No.
Now you are okay with that.
Yeah.
Wow. So, ladies and gentlemen, this is the Everything Podcast. Okay. At this point, I would like you to smash the subscribe button and leave your comments and You will see them when you put the comments there. So, like you mentioned, it's Deniiperor. When you go on TikTok, you can find him. And this was ChatZone. Danny, I want you to say a few words to them. So, okay,
I want
so
to ask my
Sugar,
question. My
Sugar,
question.
wait. Sugar came here for you guys to
I want
know
to ask my
we're
question.
all here together. All right. So, Sugar,
Which day were you born?
which day were you
Why?
born?
What is
Which day?
she-
Which day?
No, Sugar.
Which day were you born?
I was born on Tuesday.
I mentioned yes, he was born on Tuesday. So he's a Tuesday born. So do you want to call Abena or Kabena? Abena.
Yeah.
Alright, so Daniel, it was nice having you.
Thank you.
I think from the time I spoke to you that I wanted you here, you've been very, very cool. Like you even called to make sure
Sure, yeah.
I'm still updated. I was
Yeah.
very happy
Okay.
not everybody that you approach to have
Yeah.
that I really appreciate that.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
So you mentioned you were a photo model too, or did you mention that?
Yeah, I'm a model.
I'm like, how do people? So someone comes to your DM and be like, Daniel, I want you to model for me. And I yes, sir.
Yes, I'm a model. I'm with a whole vibe.
You are with the whole vibe.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Like, I enjoy your TikTok videos, honestly. I enjoy your TikTok. It's like unfairish.
Now that is that. So
Say your last words to my viewers.
last words. Like,
Yeah.
am I going to cry? So guys, yeah, this is Deniiperor, and y'all know. What should I say?
Tell them to subscribe so where they can find you and all.
Okay, they should subscribe
Yeah.
to the
To the Everything Podcast.
Everything Podcast. Y'all should subscribe. And
Yes.
as you can see, this is me, Deniiperor. You can go and search on the social media, which is called the
TikTok, yeah.
and the
Are you on Instagram?
yeah, and Twitter too. You can find me.
What's the username for those accounts?
It's Deniiperor.
Daniel, before you go, let me ask you this last question. Who do you want to grow up to become? Like in your career, what was you in the then?
I want to become my own boss. I want
In
to,
the field of like also owning businesses or something.
yes, businesses. I want to become a great professional musician.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
And are you working towards that?
Yes, I'm working.
Have you recorded a song?
Yeah.
Okay, so put it to my viewers. Maybe you can find one person who has a studio and wants you to use the studio. So seek from yeah. So thanks for watching to this far. The show was ChatZone, and my guest was Deniiperor.
Yeah.
Another time, I'll put someone here for a very good conversation. My name is PD, and this was one of the exciting conversations I've ever had on this podcast. So stick and stay and subscribe. Next week, we'll come with another episode. Goodbye.